California on Thanksgiving. I did not expect for this at all. Like, this is wild. California on Thanksgiving is crazy. If you got a dream, continue working on it, because evidently it's going to come to pass if you continue putting in the work. Okay, made it to Cali. It was beautiful coming here. It was beautiful, beautiful coming here. Dropping this trailer, and then I'm gonna pick up an empty reefer and then back down to Texas. I am tired. Carson, California is where we at. So I had to go through Los Angeles. Not go through, but I had to go towards Los Angeles to come here. These trailers here are so tight. I'm supposed to go to the door like 52, 53, give them my bills, and then get me a reefer. I haven't seen any covenant reefers. We pulled it, and they're double trailers. I'm tired. I got 2 hours left on my clock until my 30-minute. I'm gonna just take my 30-minute here and just do my post trip. Tires. It's so skinny back here. It's like I'm going through a little maze. Got the all work. Make sure there ain't nobody in the back. Okay. All right. All my lights work. Dirty trailer, but it works. I guess our next load is a reefer load. All right, now to pull this baby out and ride. Well, we're at a standstill. We made it to California to drop a load, picked up an empty reefer, going to pick up the preloaded trailer is a Walmart trailer to be delivered to New Albany, Mississippi, but we need load locks. So we've been sitting here at the truck stop. Still didn't get the load locks. What is happening? We've been sitting at the truck stop trying to get approved for these load locks for us to get the Walmart load. And we've been sitting here for like 2 hours trying to get approval on our comm data cards for these load locks, and it's delaying, and it's big delay. So I don't know what's going on. Keep y'all posted. Update. So, you know that load that we had picked up from California with the whole load lock situation? We got the load locks 2 hours later. We end up going to a Petro in order to get the load locks versus where we was at originally, which was the TA. Got the load locks, got the load. It's a reefer load, dropping at Walmart. So let me tell you what's going on. Mind you, we just came from California. Carson, California to be exact. We get here to New Albany, Mississippi. I go to check in. and they said, oh, this load is not scheduled at all. This is Thanksgiving weekend at the time of recording this. So we came from California to deliver in Mississippi, and the load is not scheduled. So here we are, parlaying until our dispatch tells us what to do next. Maybe, just maybe, there's a misunderstanding and it's under a different appointment number. So we're going to see if that is the case. But it's a little frustrating driving across country and your pickup is not registered. That's the frustration. Guys, tell me, people who do OTR, is this the regular? Is this what is expected? As much as these hiccups, I guess so, because trucking is so unpredictable that one day one thing could happen and another thing could happen. But this is becoming a little consistent. Yeah. I don't know how you don't schedule a pickup, but you send drivers across the whole country to pick up a load and drop a load, but it's not existing. I don't know. Logistics is logisticking. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated if we're able to drop this load or not. And then they're gonna tell us, oh, after you drop that load, go ahead and bobtail to Texas. I can't even drop the load. You're sending me new work when I can't even drop the old work. Trucking, OTR trucking. Been to California twice within 2 weeks. California was beautiful. It was a vibe. I just hope we could get this load off and proceed about the day. And then also, I got 5 hours left in my 11 today. And then after that, I only got 3 hours. So it's going to be time for a reset pretty soon. So I hope they get it together because I am off duty right now for my 30. And then I'm about to go out off duty. So hopefully they get everything together. I'm just going to have patience. Eat my food, and just chill. I think I'm about to go watch Lincoln Lawyer or something in the meantime. So, yep, that's what's going on. Y'all keep y'all updated. Good morning. So let's check, shall we? Currently, I am at a random, undisclosed location in Fort Worth, Texas. When you need to do your 34-hour reset, it could be anywhere. It could be a parking lot, it could be a warehouse parking lot, it could be on the side of the street. This is one of the sides of truckling that is unprecedented. You never know where you're going to be. Whether you're dropping a load, where you're going to sleep for the night, it's very unpredictable. If you're okay with unpredictability, and you're okay with rolling with the punches wherever the road may take you, do OTR. If you're not, every weekend, every day, do regional or local. Because doing OTR will definitely give you skin in the game like you're shooting your teeth out in the wild. That's what I'm doing today. Brushing my teeth out here in these Fort Worth, Texas streets. But I did see a car riding by. And like, some places, establishments, they're like, hell no, you can't park where right at our place. Some people just mean like that. It's like, yo, we're truckers. We technically don't live anywhere. This is some real nomad crap going on. This is some real nomad stuff. Doing a skincare routine in a parking lot is crazy. But you gotta do what you gotta do, especially being a female out here. Oh my gosh. I gotta keep my skincare routine going. How can I not? Who wants to be looking crusty and dusty out here? Not me. I don't want that for my life. It's enough that we don't get showers every day. You know what I'm saying? Not get showers every day. As much as you think like you can just pull over. But if you're on a load and you're a dispatcher and your dispatcher keeps you moving, you don't get no shower. You can do the best you can to do it in between loads. The covenant keeps us bumping, yo. So let me fill y'all into what happened yesterday. We was on a refrigerated load, and we arrived at the receiver, and you're like, oh, we don't have you guys down for an appointment today. And we're like, what the heck? What do you mean? We just came from California. They're like, sorry, your company has to create an appointment. Like, okay. So I told my dispatch, and she was like, oh no. Are they not allowing you to drop the load? No, ma'am, they're not. Oh, I have sent a request in order for them to approve you guys to drop the load. Request? Ma'am, this load should have been reflected in their system with our system. And mind you, y'all, we are coming from California. Why isn't the load registered as a drop for that day? And mind you, when you pick up a load, you have about a total of 3 days. This is my eye cream, y'all. You have about 3 days to get to where you're getting to. 3 days. Why in 3 days the logistical team was not able to make an appointment for where your drivers are going? It being Thanksgiving week at the time, but you pass. So we sat at the local truck stop in Mississippi for an hour and a half until I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna accept what's happening right now. So my years in transportation, for one, being a driver at FedEx for all them years, then also being in transportation management, there's a shipper and a receiver number somewhere, and I'm gonna call it. I said, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. So I found the Walmart receiver in Mississippi, found their number, hit the prompts, and I said, hey, I got a delivery number for y'all, but we ain't got no appointment. What y'all could do for us? Oh, y'all wanna drop today? We right down the street, what's up? It's like, all right. I'm gonna put this in for you right now. Bam. The way that the Most High have it, and my ancestors behind me, they're like, girl, you ain't finna wait no longer. Bam, ancestors. Bam, spirit guys. A little derma rolling, you know what I mean? So they said, go ahead and pull up. Swung that trailer around, brought that boy back, and he was like, yo, I don't even know how you was able to get this in. Usually, they said they'll do, but usually they don't. I don't know what you said or what you did. That's God's favor. That's the Most High favor. That's what that is. Yes, that is. Yes, it is. Most High said, you are not about to be sitting out here in no Mississippi streets at no random truck stop parlaying, not making no money, honey. I said, I agree, Most High. I agree. And when it was set, and we was able to drop the trailer. It wasn't even a live unload. It was just for us to drop the trailer. So, the lesson here is, if you're on a load and things ain't happening, do your own due diligence and do what you can to get the process moving. No, nobody's perfect. I don't know what happened to where the appointment wasn't set. Somebody dropped the ball, and I had to pick it up. Therefore, we was able to drop that load, pick up an empty reefer. The next steps, instructions were to drive towards Fort Worth, Texas to stage for our next load. And that's how you get things done out here. You gotta keep persevering. Regardless of what happens out here in the road, I had a load shift the other day and I had to slide tandems back to try to make it better. Whether you go to windy areas, do what you gotta do to get that shit done. Because if those wheels ain't turning, everybody say it with me, you ain't earning. I'm done with my skincare routine. I'm glad I was able to still get it done in the midst of nowhere. Buy your big gallon of water and put it in your bunk somewhere, because you never know where that gallon of water you're gonna need it, whether it's to drink, whether it's to wash your hands, whatever it may be. So now we're in Fort Worth, Texas, taking our reset. In the middle of the night, after we got to Texas to try to drop the trailer, our dispatcher's like, oh, make your way to California. What's our way to California after we just came from Mississippi, now we in Texas? You didn't want to tell us to go to California before then? Maybe because we had to switch our trailers? Okay, cool. But this should have been already in our prelim. Why didn't you tell us before? Anyway, I was reset, then we'll be heading back to California. California is so pretty, y'all, but I don't like the hills. You know what I mean? I ain't really fucking with the hills too tough. And so I got to put my engine brakes and my Jake brakes on to ride down them hills. Like I'm coasting. Going 40 miles, 50 miles an hour so everybody see me. You heard? Put the hazards on. But yeah. That's the end of it for this video. I did my skincare routine. Gonna find something to eat. Or I might just eat my club salad that I got in the fridge. Having my head wrap on, it has become a part of my routine now. So I guess I need to buy more because I'm not sure how my hair is good. My hair is a little bit. Alright, y'all.